Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. We have another supporter stream. Like, unmute the guests before I forget. We got Ivan. How's it going your way?
It's going really good. Happy 21st for the solstice. The sun starts coming back tomorrow, which is great.
So happy about that. It is the shortest day of the year, and I actually decided on the shortest day of the year we're going to try and use the solar oven. It works, actually.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, I was actually, and I actually temped the foil pack there over 190. I am drawing a maximum of 900 watts of power right now in a day. So
Nice.
That's exciting. Do you have snow?
Hello.
We have
Ivan,
some
do you have
that
snow?
lingered in a little while ago.
A little bit? All right. Oh, Salbu, how's it going your way?
It's going fine. We have some icy conditions on the roads because we had for several days we had minus 20 degrees centigrade, about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we are back to about 0 degrees centigrade, which is and it's been raining on top of the icy roads.
So is the media in your nation, like some of the EU countries are reporting, everyone's gonna freeze? It's like, it's January. It's always cold this time of year. Yeah.
No, it's not. We have this every year. It's called winter.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Ireland, they're trying to push the CC narrative that we're not really allowed to talk about over here. And on the CC narrative, it kind of they're gaslighting that this is going to be such a cold year because of CCs. It's like, no, it's always this cold this time of year.
Yeah, every now and again, someone that they are interviewing will say that, but they're not pushing the narrative.
Yeah. Up in Erie, apparently, they still can't see grass. We got Ashton's on. How's it going? Oh, zoomed way in, apparently. Greetings.
No, it's not zoomed in. I'm just leaning like really close to my phone.
How's it going? Everyone can see what color eyes you have.
Yes, they are very. I don't know. I think I've been told they're blue. I think they're supposed to be blue. They look kind of gray right
this
now.
Angle, but it could be the lighting. Who knows?
I think. I don't know. Let me grab my freaking. Hold up. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see here.
Grab something else there, right?
What?
Right.
Yes, they're supposed to be blue. According to my driver's license, they're supposed to be blue.
All right. Well, you can, since we're a privacy-focused channel, you can report your driver's license number, maybe show a photo of it, front and back, all that kind of stuff. Good camera, good view, you know. Probably don't want to do that, do you? All right. I am getting redlining with OBS for some reason. I have, like, my internet has been a little shakier last couple days than it has been, so we are getting some redlining with OBS. We're going to continue on, though. I've been debating about resetting the internet, but every time in the afternoon, if I turn the internet, like if I turn everything back off and then turn it all back on after I come back from my afternoon walk, I sometimes struggle with getting internet at all. So I said, bad internet may be better than no internet. So we're going to keep monitoring it, though. But yeah, pardon any buffering today, as we are redlining a little bit, but not too much. We don't have a ton of agenda today. It was just kind of right before the holidays, and so I was like, you know what, we're going to do that. I'm going to do a sneak preview of the new website, which is about to launch. A few more things that I want to put onto it, but I'm pretty confident we'll have it launched here, at least at a beta testing for everyone to have a look at and report any bugs and stuff, and then maybe we'll roll it over right around the new year. I am still drinking my soy boy tea because I still have plenty of it. I don't know why the back of it says Certified B Corporation. This is the, the salted caramel tea, which has, remember, the soy lecithin. Why do you put soy lecithin in tea? I try and avoid additives. I just didn't think to check my tea bags for soy lecithin. So it's my soy boy tea.
I mean, who would think to check that?
I know. let's see, Commodore Fan. Indeed, going to be a very cold Christmas here in the South. Just hope everyone has a generator. That's right. But, not those Californians. It's evil to actually happen to have a gas generator in California. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Over
here in Louisiana, we don't lose power.
I'm sure you might if hurricanes go through. Let's see. I had to work here late today. Did not feel like cooking with this crap weather. So me and the other half split Subway steak protein bowl. There you go. Nice. Yeah, I threw something in the solar oven today, and I cooked in the sun. It was awesome. I mean, I feel green today. I did have to run the propane tank just a little bit today for breakfast, but other than that, I mean, I had my dinner and all the coffees after my first one were all done with green solar energy. So, I'm excited about that. Thankfully you're on your couch with the PJs and the blanket and the radiator heater going on. Yeah, somebody, one of you guys sent me a link to a very nice inventive oil heater. Was it Steve's inventions, Jason's inventions? I forget. Really cool thing. I'm like, I got to figure out how to do that in my van because it doesn't take. It only uses a little bit of power. In fact, it uses basically the same type of computer fan I actually have to warm my battery compartment. 12 volt. And then what he did is he built it in an ammo box and put some oil in there, put a bunch of wicks in there, lights it up. And he said that their oil chamber, it lasts a week on a gallon and they're heating a cottage in a very cold place.
Nice.
It's really cool. Like, this is really neat. Nice. Pretty fun. And wouldn't be good for a whole house, but you could put one in each room. So it was a really cool thing though. And the heat coming out of the exhaust, out of the heat vent is like 400 degrees, which is honestly not a lot different than you get in my forced air diesel heater. So basically the same thing as my forced air diesel heater. So who knows? Maybe when the diesel heater dies, maybe I'll just replace it with one of those, right? I'll build something into it, have to go in the back, light it up, have a little gas fire going in the back of the van.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chilling, eating some oatmeal with sherry thrown in while I wait for the lunch. Well, greetings, Silver Ranchers. Ivan says hello in the comments, too.
I need to find some way to pull up the chat. Hold on.
Morning had to get out before they wrecked it all. There you go. Moonbase, don't take me to your leader. He's crazy. Let's see. Unless you're taking me to your leader on Alpha Centauri, I'll go visit him. Surprised that Razzie hasn't climbed up the tree. There you go. Not too cold where I am in the 20s. There you go. Just give the oatmeal back to that poorhouse. There you go. 20 degrees is cold where you're at. Yep. Although I was stuck not too far from you in 20 degrees weather and it was cold. Like, dude, I just got to this state that's supposed to be hot and all of a sudden it's freezing cold. What's going up with that? Fruitcake equals gingerbread. There you go. Expecting blizzard.
Yeah, your error is that you are using, you are living in a van and not in a house, which is much warmer in the winter.
Well, I mean, it depends on where I am. I mean, I have run the heater at night the last few days. I don't know if I necessarily had to. It was just a little bit more comfortable to crank on the heater for the last hour or so. And then it's been 12C when I get up in the morning, which is pretty cold. But I was like, you know what? I can deal with 12C in the morning for a little bit. Because
I remember watching one of the van life channels in the summer. It came, one of the videos came as related to something I watched. And there was this guy, they were considering buying a new one. And one of the RVs that they were looking at was a rebuilt school bus, which had a wood stove, a wood fireplace oven built inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the heating ovens are pretty cool. There's actually a schoolie camped down here about a mile down the road from me right now. There was actually another one here who looked like it had a lot of tech decked out in it, but I didn't get a chance to stop and talk to him. What day and time in the U.S.? It's Thursday, 1:10 p.m. over there. It is Thursday, 7 p.m. in the East Coast. It is 5 p.m. where I am. Well, I don't know. It's either 4 or 5 where I am. I think I'm technically in Pacific time zone, but I'm the nearest civilization to me is Mountain time zone. So.
Yeah, and here in Norway, it is Wednesday at 1:10 a.m. So.
Yeah, there you We
Central
have
time zone, it's about 6:15 here.
6. Yep. We had 11 watching on YouTube. We have 16 currently watching over on Odyssey. Check out comments over on Odyssey. We have a little bug emoji. Greetings, Maynard. Faisal says hello. Moonbase is over there as well. OMG, the lag. I have not seen the red line for a little bit, but maybe it's back. Festivus for the rest of us. There you go. Yes, I am growing the beard back. I will be a scruffy dude. And I mean, I'm already a scruffy dude, but I'll be a scruffier dude here soon. Probably keep it for a few months.
I need to shave my small amount of scruff.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get to. Oh, there you go. Yep. You don't seem to have any home server how-tos. My home servers are actually fairly simple. I'm not actually using full-fledged servers. I mean, I am in a van. I'm using pfSense with a simple switch, and I do have Open Media Vault. We do have a tutorial coming up soon on how to borrow somebody's wireless internet and feed it into your Ethernet network, which I'm finding is working well for me. Getting good internet as I need to go. I'm going to head into town tomorrow and camp out next to Subway for a few hours, crank that bad boy on, and borrow some internet to download some more of that Steam game.
There you go.
I am very curious as to how that actually works, to be honest.
I have most of the back end footage done. I'll go ahead and get that up. I'll probably get that up pretty soon. I'm working on another special video that the guys, the supporters know about. It's the one that we put up the essay on already. And I'm working on I'm getting that done. I've about a quarter of that video edited right now, and then we'll get that up, and then we'll get the other one up, or we might actually get the other one up first. I might prioritize that. It's actually going to be a little bit easier video to do, but we'll get there. Lexmint Vera released already. Impressed how good it is. Absolutely. Going to do some aircraft goodness. There you go. Please, no close-up of the face. I guess we don't want to see that much. 5 over there on Rumble right now. Nobody's chatting it up. 1 over there on Twitch. Twitchy over there. Hello. Why is it 1 to 2? I don't know. Whatever. Twitch greater than Rumble live stream video quality. There you go. Just switched from Rumble to chat. All right. Very good. And we do have DLive. I did log in over there at DLive to see if I could figure out how to change the name on that thing. Not worth my time. It'll just continue talking about DuckDuckGo now blocking Microsoft until I decide to change it. But, we have 1 viewer over there on DLive right now. Vampire Frog, if that is you. I did send you an email.
Hello, random DLive person.
Oh, I forgot to open the chat over on Locals. I don't think there's anybody over there right now, though.
Ooh.
Whoa, and OBS is redlining again. All right. We do have a live chat going over on Locals. We need to get that Locals community built up. I'm going to prioritize that after we get into the new year, after the new site's up. All right. Well, I didn't have a ton of agenda. Should we look at the website, or do we have anything else we want to chat about first?
Go for it.
Not everyone at the same time.
Yeah,
Go for it.
right?
Yeah, not everyone will speak all at once, right? All right. So let me go on over to. We're just going to do desktop view there. All right. So here is the new website. We are getting ready for launch. So it follows a lot of the similar style elements of the current one. It's just built on a much better technology. And we are using images here instead of pulling in YouTube videos, and on all of the individual platforms, instead of using, I need to double check what this is right here first. Oh, you know what? Because I think I do need to look into what these are going to look like. Oh, no, they are going to load in. All right. We are using Odyssey as our backbone instead of YouTube for all of the video inputs now, because YouTube keeps on screwing around with the channel. And so I wanted to make sure that we future-proof it a little bit and make sure we are using more free speech-based platforms. And I went with Odyssey because I think Odyssey overall is a little bit better of a platform than Rumble in that it does seem to work a little bit better. It does have, it's not tied into a lot of, it's not tied in specifically conservative group, which is something I want to avoid a little bit. And Odyssey actually responds to support requests, whereas Odyssey really doesn't. I have actually sent support requests to Odyssey, or to Rumble, and I've never hear from them at all. Odyssey guys, they'll ping you back in a very short period of time. But the new theming is we're using, you can see the nice theme that we have. All of the video platforms are now linked down here, so you can find whatever video platforms you want. All the social media are over here. It is a much nicer, slicker, and easier to update website. Tutorials. So this is what our tutorial pages are going to look like. And then so you can read the full article. So here is, for example, the jellyfin article, which I think we actually need to fix a bug I have in some of the text. But you can see how the nice animated system. So these are the guys you can, these are the ones that, the commands that you're doing inside of your system. So I'm making it easy to see what is accessible code and what is the text in between. Although, like I said, I think I actually have a typo somewhere. Something either is code and shouldn't be, or should be code and isn't. We do have the hardware, the software requirements, and then let's go ahead and have a look at this one, because there's a little bit more over here. There's hardware, Raspberry Pi, software, Pi-hole, OpenVPN. This is my Raspberry Pi Pi-hole with a VPN server on it. So this allows me to set my home office up as a global advertising network blocker, and then utilize a VPN. Here's where I have that bug. This is the article with the bug in it.
I like how the various element of the page fades in when you're scrolling down and fades back out from you when you're scrolling back up.
Oh, the top header banner?
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
the page, in the inline code, and yeah.
Yeah, and I know the tutorial pages have an error on mobile responsive. We'll get to that. We'll fix that eventually. Here's our news. The news articles, as they pop up here, instead of having the text up at the top where the stream links are, all the live stream links are always over here. So when the videos go up, you can click them. So in the future, when we have the live stream is done, particularly on YouTube, where we unlist it after the edited video is up, you can still actually come to the website and click on the YouTube here, and this actually stays at the live stream, so you can rewatch the live stream. They're hidden from the timeline, but they're not unpublished, so you can actually still go back and watch them. But we have the links to the Odyssey, to the Rumble, Twitch, and DLive over here as well. All the affiliates, as I add new affiliates, they will appear over here. And I think these appear in random order is how I have that set. So our affiliates page down here, I still need to put an image back here. I just haven't had it on the computer I'm doing the development on. But we just have all the affiliates over here. So if you want to help support with affiliates, here are the monthly supporters, platforms, Patreon, Subscribestar, locals with the merch store there as well. And then we have a separate merch store link over here, which is going to take you right on over to the Spreadshirt shop. So you can have a look at what we have over there easily. And then tinfoil hat time. We only ported one article over from here. And then we do have an RSS feed on each of the different things. So I'm still working on a few changes to this page here, but in short, you can head on over to this page, which I will have linked in the bottom there, and it's going to, for some reason my server is being slow. It's going to give you a list of, you'll have the tutorials, tinfoil hat time, news, and the other platforms as well. Dude, why is my server being so slow right now? Interesting. Well, that wasn't working earlier. That was not broken earlier today when I was messing around with it. What is going on with that? Oh,
the world may never know.
It should be feeds, not feed. That's why. Speaking of which, we do have getting started on Linux. We have a VirtualBox and a USB key, but we also have lists of distros. So you can come on down here. Oops, I thought I fixed that. Oh, we'll figure it out later. So you can come on over here. You can see the items over here. I think these are not supposed to be here. I was doing some testing, see if I want to put those there, and they're not. I wanted to just put this and nothing else there. So we have a nice video, and then we'll have the at least I think 4 main distros here, and then we're going to have lists underneath it, and then you click on each one of these guys. Gives you the website, it gives us the user level, gives us, it looks like an error I need to fix, and then the video over here, and then just all the other things about it. And this is one of the parts where, and if anybody out there is a writer, we have distros, desktop environments, and software. If anybody out there wants to write an article, contribute an article to any of these, we'll go ahead and get those up. But then each one of these guys here, you can see the website. We can see the documentation for it, the software it replaces. We have the video and things like that. So that's kind of what we are doing. And after I do a couple different changes, I'll go ahead and put the link up there on the supporter platforms to start with. And then we'll get any bugs all figured out. And then once we do that, then we will go ahead and push it live, hopefully by the new year. But that's what it looks like. If there's any comments, let me know in the comments down there or in the chat.
One thing that I noticed that you have that the old site or the current site doesn't have is at the very bottom there is 2 sections for where you can find your video content on the various platforms and your social media contact platform.
Yeah, I separated it. And actually, after I did that, I did the same thing on my Christian site. I separated them on the Christian site now as well, because I added a few more channels over there, and I wanted to get stuff up there. So let me just kind of show you what that looks like here in just a second here. All right. Once the site's logged in, there we are. So here's actually the Christian site. See a few stylistic similarities. Of course, this one's still using the bannable tubiness, and I hate the crap that they're doing with the shorts now. They got rid of the ability to put in thumbnails, so it looks like crap, so I want to take that out. But down at the bottom, I have all the video platforms down here, and I have the social media down here, so they're actually isolated, and you can find them a lot easier. So that's where that is. And then I updated the images, so the images are actually a lot cleaner now, and we do have all of the purchase links up there for the books now, so that's all good and set to go. But yeah, so that is did a similar principle over on that site. Now that I was messing around with the code, like that's a good idea. Let's port that over everywhere else. So there is that. Check in on our comments here real quick. Don't claim the Earthling. Which Earthling? Felt the earthquake the other day. Looks like Jitsi is killing itself. Great. We're having all sorts of fun things. Let's see. Earthquake the other day in Vegas. Woke you up. Really? There was an earthquake in Vegas? All right. All right. Well, apparently I'm the moderator now. All right. Uh-oh. I've encountered this problem before, and this problem might need me to go in there and reset my server. So let me go ahead and switch back to me while it gets itself reset. I might actually have to reboot my server in order to do that, which is going to be a difficult task. So stay tuned there, guys. We're going to give it a few more chances, see if it reconnects itself. If not, then I'm going to have to reboot the server and reset the meeting. Rejoining. Join. Okay. Ivan's on. All right. People are jumping back on.
Server had a little bit of a boop.
Yep. All right. Server. Yep. There we are. We're back. How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We've been having all sorts of weird internet issues today. I swear it's not me. Razzle Review says there's an earthquake in Vegas. I'm not too far from Vegas, and I didn't feel any earthquake. What's going on with that? Sorry, though, I will not be going up into Vegas. I'm going south from here, not north. South Carolina, expect to get a lot of crazy wind this weekend before warming back up. There you go. Let's see. Odyssey chat almost always seems slower. Thanks, that was confusing. Let's see. East as in Eastern Coast. The nose cam. That's right. Ashton's got the nose cam running. And now OBS is redlining again. Maybe it's my internet's doing weird stuff. You can only have one birthday. Twitch is a lonely place. Is it a lonely place? Over on Twitch? We got one over there. It is a lonely place. Yep. Yeah, we all dropped out. Server pooped out. Yep. One of the things I want to do sometime soon is I want to put the Jitsi up on a dedicated, or at least a more dedicated server. Right now it's sharing server space with a number of client websites as well. And it's not a high-powered server. It's one of the lower-powered servers we can. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I can't remember the last time I went on D Live. Yep. You're not the only one. Odyssey just needs to get its page for layout for phones and tablets together. I guess that is something. Maybe they're just all Luddites like the rest of us that don't want to do stuff on phones. I don't know. Let's see. I've been spending time the last 2 years switching software. I used stuff that runs on Linux. Once I'm not so tied to Windows, going to switch to Manjaro Linux or Endeavor OS. I like Endeavor better than Manjaro personally. We want snow. Get rid of the cold. Burning old laptops as fuel in the fireplace. There you go. Working on a Yule log. It's hard sorting through 250 gigabytes of Christmas music. Thought your Yule log was actually an old computer. There you go. Let's see. I ran Jellyfin as a Docker container, open Media Vault, Raspberry Pi 4. Works like a charm. Only issue I have was with transcoding. Just use Handbrake and convert everything that way. There you go. Yeah, I run both my Raspberry Pi 2 runs my Unspoken open source media player, that Evil K-Word, and the other one runs an Open Media Vault, also a Raspberry Pi. That's Raspberry Pi 4. That is two separate Raspberry Pis. I don't have any issues with transcoding though. So
I have an issue with transcoding, but that is the fact that I have a dedicated rack server which it runs on, and the transcoding. If there's one user playing at a time and the server is somewhat beefy, there's no problem with transcoding. But in order to be most efficient, it needs hardware decoding and encoding, and for that you need a modern graphics card mounted in the server that is hosting it. And if you're running a VM, then the VM needs access to the hardware access to the display card. And yeah, good. So.
All right, let's see. Any thoughts on the Twitter Mastodon debacle? It's entertaining. I mean, this is so entertaining. Yeah. I mean, Mastodon does not have a chance of overtaking Twitter. Let's be clear. Right. First and foremost, like the Mastodon core center group that makes the Mastodon software that distributes, they are a crazy left-wing organization that believes in blocking people they don't agree with. On that basis alone, they're not going to overcome. Because they have to get over that. They have to get over the fact that people actually have different opinions. And you might say, well, people on the right need to get over the fact that... No, we don't really care if you have different opinions. Okay? We just want to be able to maybe have some dialogue and discussion about it. We're not the ones out there banning everyone. Okay? That is not the issue, but these guys literally are like, people shouldn't be able to use our software without, and they get mad at people who use our software for, things they don't agree with. And that's an old problem. I mean, a lot of people don't realize Mastodon has done that. But the fact of the matter is they're never going to take it over. And one of the reasons is because it is decentralized. That is a good thing. But they're not going to overtake it because there's so many different Mastodon servers and a lot of people don't know how to figure out all the federation stuff. And And so it's a downside. But yeah, YouTube's a mess now. Can't find anything. Oh, I know, because they keep on trying to push shorts on everybody. It's like, dude, stop trying to be TikTok. TikTok is destroying the world. Stop trying to be them.
And despite no matter what people think, Twitter is not going away. No matter what happens to it. I mean, MySpace still exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
TDPK59VD, is this WordPress? No, I am moving away from WordPress. WordPress has lost its ever-loving mind. They've lost their way. They're not listening to the agencies and the thousands and thousands of people who use them. WordPress is dead. WordPress is dead. It is given up on its core principles. And no, I will not work with WordPress for my personal sites any longer. Brilliant Obedience, check out FreeTube. There you go. Odyssey app is chewing my phone battery compared to the YouTube app. Odyssey app is complete trash. Does the library app drain your battery less? I don't know. I don't use apps on stuff. I use web browsers. I am using the Jitsi Flatpak, which does work really good for the Jitsi server. Library app on F-Droid is very good on battery. No live streams though. There you go. Resolution settings need to be on the player. Keep Odyssey app in the sandbox insulator.
What?
Are you back, Ashton? Greetings.
Yes, I am back. I tried to use the Jitsi. I'm on iOS. Tried to use the Jitsi app, but it kept showing everybody's connection information as not applicable, which is interesting.
It might be trying to tie into like the official Jitsi server, which it shouldn't be trying to do. But it's Apple, so it's trying to be user friendly, and that makes it intrinsically crappy.
And he's gone.
No, he's back.
That's
that was the demo.
Yeah, I know.
I'm only on those rest of my family.
Library app will continue to
the
play
only
audio
reason
when you
I'm on
turn off the
iOS.
phone, so you can
Also,
listen to
there's a
videos.
cat.
Who deserves the biggest lump of coal this Christmas? If I answer that question, I might have feds knocking on my van.
Yeah, or if you need some cheap firewood, then you can put up a location where you can go and pick it up.
Yeah, there you go.
I
A dark mode switch would be nice.
Dad left the TV.
Yeah, a dark mode switch is. I mean, that's a luxury I might consider later, but for now, I'm not going to implement it. There are probably ways to do that. 6.4 quake near Ferndale, California. Where's Ferndale at? That's not. Again, I mean, I'm in Southern California. I'm in Southeast California right now, so. I'm surprised there's all these earthquakes. I'm not experiencing them. Man, I want to be in an earthquake too. The desert open up, you know. As long as I'm not in a city or driving on the road at the time over a bridge.
Yeah, it could be exciting if there's something happened to Yellowstone National Park. Then you might want to get out from where you are.
Yeah, there you go.
Or get out to the Grand Canyon and Thelma and Louise it right over the cliff.
Yeah, you might get out of North America altogether, but yeah.
Yep. Ooh, Il Decree is over there on a Rumble. Thank you for going out of your way to stream on all these sites. Absolutely. Actually, the only one that's actually a little out of the way is Rumble, because Rumble, yet another issue with them, they do not have reusable stream keys, meaning every single stream, I have to manually reset the key on my server, so I have to SSH into my server every time we stream and update the Rumble key, because they haven't figured out how to do reusable stream keys. I have a channel on a Rumble that I cannot unsub from. It says I'm not subscribed, but it shows up on my feed regularly. Tried numerous times to contact them and never hear. I know, that's the biggest problem. Rumble, they are actually charging my card more than they're supposed to for the service I'm using. And I've emailed them about it, and they will not respond back. Like, when you are not responding to support requests for overcharging somebody's card, you have lost something. And that is a huge deal. And it's like 9 cents, so I don't want to make a huge deal about it. But the fact of the matter is, Rumble is the only platform I have to pay to use. And it's rarely, if ever, if ever worth it. One person gave a Rumble rant that paid for the streaming server for 1 month. That was it. Right now we have 5 people viewing on Rumble. When I upload any video onto Rumble without having a massive audience, there is zero discoverability. You will not show up in people's feeds. They 100% prioritize huge creators. They care about the huge creators. They do not give a crap about anybody else. At least YouTube, I can reach somebody at. And that's a sad, sad state of affairs for Rumble.
That I agree.
Yeah, and so it's like it's causing me to stop and reevaluate. Do I even want to continue to pay for Rumble to live stream at, or just use it as a basic video repository the same way that I use BitChute as? Because the reality is they're overcharging what we've agreed upon as the payment. They have zero discoverability. As a business decision, is it worth putting my stuff on Rumble? At least pay, like I can mirror my YouTube content onto Rumble without a problem. The problem we have though with Rumble is that there's no discoverability. You have to pay for the service. They don't have reusable stream keys, and they do not answer support requests, especially for overcharging people's credit cards. Holy hell, Rumble! Get yourself in gear.
Seems like almost a butt. Also have a cat.
Oh, hold on, you got a cat.
That's a new
It's
cat.
It's cat. And
On the Odyssey chat, Max Power comments that he
Yeah.
cannot like or
On a
comment
li-
on
on a
Rumble
live
without
note, here's a
them
cat.
needing his phone number.
yeah, you do too. In order to create the account to like or comment stuff, you need to give them their phone number. All these things are making me think I might cancel the Rumble subscription soon. I don't know. I mean, so I may not continue long term to stream on Rumble for the reason that I have to pay for it. It's not worth the business investment, and that's the thing. And we got 5 watching on it right now. There's times Rumble has more people watching than YouTube does. Right now, YouTube, we have 22 people currently watching on YouTube. We have 22 people currently watching on Odyssey. We have 5 on Rumble. We have 1 on Twitch. Hello, lonely Twitcher. And we have
Hello.
0 on the Lost Stepchild of D-Live.
D-Live is empty.
Yes.
there's
Ashton,
just
is your
one
cat
guy-
stoned? Facial wants to know.
He is not stoned to my knowledge. His name is Simba, if you want to know that. And right now he's just kind of chilling on my lap. He does that a lot.
Yeah, Louis Rossman's cat also does that. Come and lie in his lap between him and his keyboard whenever he is at his computer.
Yeah, if I'm ever in one of these chairs in the living room trying to do something on my laptop, he will get in my lap. He does not care.
Yeah.
Just wants the attention.
He requires affection sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
North Point, you reboot. I'm going for a cigar break. I'll actually have to put the server info on this computer, so if I do need to reboot it on the fly, I can do that. Although most of these issues should be resolved when I put this Jitsi on a different server.
Also, whoever said they're taking a cigar break, that stuff's not good for you.
I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure he doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's okay. Let's see. Gave the Docker container access Pi's GPU and it helps, but like you said, if more than one person wants access at a time, it becomes a problem. Yeah, that can be possible. Yeah. Normies will never get their heads around Mastodon yet. TikTok is where you get the news. TikTok is where I learn how to castrate my children. I can't find my channel on YouTube anymore. I need to log in and find it. Greek Odyssey Android app is bad, which is why I use the website if I do Odyssey on the tablet.
The trying to do live streams on the Odyssey iOS app is kind of not the best because they use the default iOS video player, and that's not really compatible with also viewing live chat at the same time very well.
So, like, you mean like watching them on it?
Yeah.
How does it work trying to watch it on just on the web browser?
I have not tried it on the web browser on iOS. All I know is that the iOS app trying to do a live stream is not the best experience because it uses the default iOS video player.
Ooh, Jeffrey gives us some good news. Earthquake alerts are being posted for everything 60 miles east of Palm Springs, California, to be under a sinking landmass warning, with only the West Coast be above water by Christmas. Wow. See, here's another funny thing. I am not too far from 60 miles east of Palm Springs. I mean, I'm probably closer to 100 miles east of it, but I don't know. I'd have to look at the map to know for sure. I was pretty close to there before I got to where I'm at now. I spent a month in Joshua Tree, so I've moved on from there. But yeah. What do you think of PeerTube? I have not played around with PeerTube.
I think the earthquake is California's way to say, "Oh, we miss you. Don't go away."
I think PeerTube is based on the same technology as Mastodon. It's just made for YouTube, made for video.
Yeah, it's a self-hosted. It can be a self-hosted.
I think it uses the same protocol.
Yeah, and OBS.
I think it uses ActivityPub.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I have not looked into it at all, so I can't really speak to what all it has on it.
Yeah, I would get up and go to my laptop and look, but I have a cat on my lap, and there's a fire that needs to be watched.
Oh, a fire! Well, I hope it's under control.
It's a fireplace.
Okay,
so
it's fairly under control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Odyssey on the AirPad 2 makes me cry. Sad because it feels and works nice 7 years later. What? You're in a van with suspension. You can it can make you numb to the earthquake. This is true. I mean, I could get this van a rocking if I do this. Get some van a rocking. But the suspension is pretty good. Yeah, PeerTube instances are too unique. Can find good videos, but it's never on the same place. Yeah, what I would do with PeerTube is, just advertise where it is on the channel, and that's kind of what I would do. So, let's see. I was addicted to black and mild cigars and coffee in high school in my very early 20s, but they caused me to cough up blood. Said I'm done and I have not smoked since. Now you're 41. There you go, right? Yeah, coughing up blood will get you to change your lifestyle. That's for sure. North Point says I smoke the cigarillo tip cigars. They do not bother me, and I've never coughed up blood. All right, there you go. All right. Let's see. Anything else we happen to have? I guess if there's any other fun updates, I don't really have a ton of extra fun updates. We're just, if this comes, vans are rocking. Please come a knocking. I don't know about that. I don't know. Anarita, greetings. You're burning literally some Windows plates in the flames. There you go. And he is correct. Does use ActivityPub. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess other things we're working on. We're not going to do a supporter stream next week in the middle of Christmas and New Year's. I am going to get the website up the rest of the way, get it up, and start working on a few of the different videos I have in the hopper right now, and really get ready to kick into some new ideas and stuff that I want to launch for the new year, which is all sitting over here on my notebook and things like that. So not a ton for
glad I got in here while I could.
What's that?
I said, glad I could get in here while I could, saying this is going to be the last one for the year.
Yeah, there you go. And then, I think we're probably going to keep running weekly news roundups. We will definitely have one on Friday. We'll probably have one the following week, and I'll probably just do a few more videos next week as well. Just kind of looking at what we have going. So, that's that. Everyone ready for the big snowstorm? I have to travel 2 hours tomorrow. I'd travel earlier if you can.
I hope that's
one thing that
snowstorm where I am.
Yeah, that's one thing that always baffles me when I watched whenever I see dashcam videos from the United States. and there is either fog or there is a snowstorm, and people are driving as if there was sunny and in the middle of the summer, and they expect that whatever is showing up, they are going to be able to stop for. No, you're not.
Americans behind the wheel are stupid. I mean,
I have
it's
dogs now.
just like stupid. I mean, literally, it's just like, what do you, yeah, people driving like that fast in the snow and in the fog. It's like okay, when you're driving 55 seconds, it takes you 5 seconds to stop. Okay, if your headlights can only see 3 seconds ahead of you, there is something on the street you cannot see. And if it's foggy out, you got like at 55, you have maybe a second of visibility. You got to drive a little bit slower.
Yeah, and I remember
snowy,
I took the driving test 29 years ago, and they teach us that you have to be able to stop in half the distance that you can see. Because if someone, especially when the road is turning around something, because around the curve, because if someone is coming around the curve against you, he also have to be able to stop in the same distance.
Yeah,
I would just rather not be able to get places without driving.
Yeah, I mean, in some places you can get place to place without driving, but it's not all that practical these days and ages,
Not where I live, especially. If you like, there is public transportation, but you have to call and schedule it 24 hours in advance if you're outside the city limits, which I am.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense if you're outside the city limits, for sure.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana.
I've been in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana.
It's
That can
not
be in the middle of nowhere. I will be driving through the middle of nowhere, Louisiana in a few months here. I have to make my way back over to South Carolina for another conference.
The good part of I also live in nowhere in Norway, but the good part about living in the middle of nowhere is that there is not much neighbors around you, and you can do pretty much whatever you want without anyone being annoyed about anything. Especially in these
but
last 2 years.
Need a car.
Yeah, but the freedom that you get by living in the countryside, especially in the last 2 years with what happened to the world, you can be outside and no mask and nothing, and no one is carrying anything.
Yeah, I like that. That is a benefit, I would say, but like I would like to be able to get places because like I do not drive. I'm blind in my right eye. It's generally a bad idea for me to be behind the wheel of a vehicle because my blind spot is blind spot. Blind spot is a lot bigger than a normal person's, especially on my right. So it would generally be a bad idea for me to be driving.
That can be a problem. Yeah.
So you need a wife.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Honey, we need to go. Yeah, I mean, and
yeah. Right now, I have a sister.
I don't know. That's either good or bad, depending on the relationship. Let's see. As a Norwegian myself, I can confirm our desire for privacy. Yeah, I mean that is the advantage. Like, where I'm at right here, my nearest neighbor is a camper that just got here, I don't know, a few days ago, and he's a good, I don't know, say 40 yards away. And that's close. I mean, he got really close to me. I mean, that's 40 yards away. Somebody else came in, went across the street from me. It was 30 yards away. I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're encroaching on my territory. But yeah, that's the thing, I want to be able to step outside the van and take a pee,
There you go.
Yeah.
Beats the bottles, right?
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I remember a documentary that I helped editing and put together. A colleague in my old job worked at a smelting plant, and the plant closed in the summer of 2006. And he documented the last 7 months of the manufacturing. And he also documented the last train delivering the raw materials for the smelting plant. They were allowed to 2 people to sit and film the from the train operator. And they asked him once, what happens if you need to go to the toilet? Well, then he just stops the train and goes to the toilet. There's nothing else to do. So, but they will attempt to go to the next station in order to stop in. But if they can't, if they have to stop in the middle of nowhere, they are stopping in the middle of nowhere. So.
Commodore fan
I hope that nobody could hear me chewing that.
No. Commodore fan is having issues with fireplaces. Houses built in that time were slapped together just to get people to work in the nuclear power plant. Great. Oh, nuclear bomb plant. Oh, even better.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, that's...
Oh.
Yeah, here, have a crappy house that will not survive in case somebody has a mishap at the plant.
Duck and cover in case of a nuclear holocaust.
There goes the Eastern Seaboard.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. Wife just told me we're having turkey for December 24th. Ooh, nice. Like 2 turkeys.
In case of nuclear holocaust, good luck.
Yeah.
In case of nuclear holocaust, good luck.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, we did actually get updates this year. We did get updates to the nuclear plans in the event of nuclear holocaust. We did actually get updates, a few months ago.
Yeah, the video out of New York City. Yeah.
We had a similar thing here where the authorities are reminding what the plans are if something happens. And we have a weekly comedy show in Norwegian TV. It loosely translates to news again. They are taking the last week's news and talking about it. And one of the issues what is the recommendations for what you should do with if in case of a nuclear bomb going off. And one of the guests said, it depends on where it goes off.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not wrong.
You grab firmly to both legs, you bend way over, all the way down, and you kiss your butt goodbye. That's what you do. If you're not in the blast radius, you're just going to become a crazy mutant or something and die of cancer in a couple years. And that's about what's
if you're within the blast radius, you're screwed. If you're within like a certain distance of the blast radius, you're screwed, but you're like delayed kind of screwed. And then if you're outside, you're slowly screwed.
Yeah. And then if you're anywhere else in the world, you just have the nuclear winter to look forward to, and the whole plot scene to the road is going to bust out for you, and you're just going to be traveling around.
If you're in the rest of the world, you're going to have slightly more radioactive bananas than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's like I grew up a few miles from a power plant, and where I am now, I'm just outside of the 10-mile radius. My father was on civil defense for this place, and I'm like, when I can move out of the range, I'll be happier. So I'm outside the range now, so I'm good to go there. At least I've got a better chance.
Well, I mean, it looks like you've gotten yourself a place in the absolute middle of the forest, so.
Yeah, those are pretty trees, aren't they?
Yeah, right in your backyard, right? Yeah. Although I hiked through places that look just like that. It looks like a rainforest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hiked through some rainforests a few months ago. I really, really, really wish that the federal government would let me, simply post my pictures on YouTube of the cool places. Actually, the thing is, I can actually show the pictures. You can't do video, which is basically just the pictures displayed at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. It's like, here's a leaf that's not moving. Here's a leaf that moves because, the wind and everything. Oh, but the wind, it's evil. You can't have that.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I have. When was I in the rainforest? Was that November? Maybe. No. Maybe December. Oh yeah, there you go. Can I actually view them? Are you not gonna? You're not gonna let me see the pictures? You jerk! I'm gonna have to come in here as root then, won't I? Open as root. There you go.
Maybe it's the YouTube obstacle.
Pseudo, make me a sandwich.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Simba, get away from the fireplace.
There's that. All right, let's see. Desktop view. Here you go. Here's some rainforests for you. Ouch. That's the Elvish throne right there.
Do I know it looks like it outside right now?
Low flow toilets may need to be flushed more than once. Way for the federal government and their water reduction programs. It's low flow toilet. You just need to flush it twice. World's largest spruce
toilet,
tree.
AK, you gotta hold it down.
Yeah, that's the world's largest spruce tree there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't know why, but talking about I don't know why that just brought up. You know those stupid toilets that they have at Walmart's that automatically flush? Why do those exist?
Just to splash your butt every once in a while.
Yeah, they
I
got
mean,
those.
I mean, I guess that's a valid reason.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
I think
those,
I think the actual reason is that I think the actual reason is that some places people are more careful at flushing than other places.
Yeah,
and
I would rather they
flush.
flush too many times than not flush enough, especially in a Walmart bathroom. This here is called the Tree of Life.
Yeah,
It
and they
spans
also
across over 2 cliff beds, and then I think I have some pictures from inside of it. Some largest cedar trees, and there's some random fungus growing next to it, which is kind of cool. That's
I can't watch the stream at the same time, so I have no idea what's going on.
And of course, OBS is just reporting 0 right now. So apparently, we're back. No, OBS is struggling to record the feed.
Yeah, I had the rotating icon, but it's back now.
OBS is having a
It keeps on
connection.
dropping literally to 0, and then it throws up just a little bit, and then it drops back down to 0. I think our stream is about dead here. Let me go ahead and I'd show you the pictures, but I'll show them to you now.
OBS needs to go to a doctor.
it's getting up. It's getting 17K, dropping to 0. So it's just location. So I don't know, something weird's going on with the internet. But we're already at 8, so I think we're gonna wrap up the stream here. If no other reason than the fact that for whatever reason OBS is not able to keep up our data, and so we're gonna go ahead.
OBS is continually using the toilet.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop the performance there just in case. But